We also have our gorgeous chef, Sisanda.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Now, for South Africans who are not familiar with you, udume ngani?
Well, I'm a pastry chef. I hope you all have a sweet tooth because I'm definitely going to give you something.
Okay, we're looking forward to that, South Africa. But what is on the menu probably is your #1 question right now. So, Chef Chumi, what are we going to be cooking up?
Today we're keeping it entertaining. So it's that time of the year, people are trying to entertain. We're going into the festive, you want to impress people.
Yeah.
We're making a lamb roulade with some gremolata baby potatoes and a Bearnaise sauce. And then to end it all off, Miss Sweet Tooth over here has already said, we're going to be making some s'mores macaroon cupcakes.
Delicious. South Africa, please do head over to our Afternoon Express website where you will get the full ingredients list and recipe to be cooking along with us. Now on social media, don't think I've forgotten about you. Each to their own, right? But you must have a favorite. Small plates and fine dining, or are you an all-you-can-eat buffet type of person? That's me. That's me. Use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments, and we'll love to find out from you. What do you prefer? The small little cute fine dining plates or a full-on buffet? But let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking, girls. So right now, I'm going to get started with the Bearnaise sauce, myself and Sisanda on this side. Over there, madam, you're doing something you absolutely love. You love gremolata. So today, you're going to school us on that.
Thank you.
And then it's going to get started on the gremolata for us. And then, Palisa, you and your potato. You know you love your potato. So you're going to get prepping with those. You're going to get those nicely roasted, and then we're going to toss them in that amazing gremolata that Anel is making over there for us. So I'm starting off here with a bit of butter that I'm putting into my pot. So a Bearnaise sauce, if you Google it, they normally say that a Bearnaise sauce is like the child of a hollandaise sauce because of basically the process, the steps, and how it's made, because it's basically all the same ingredients. The only difference is that the Bearnaise sauce actually has tarragon in it. We've got some spices. Hollandaise is basic. It's just the eggs, the butter, the lemon juice, and the cayenne pepper. You know, it's completely up to you. That's simple. But here, we're just adding that bit of flavor by adding the tarragon and some fresh parsley. If you would like to add any other herb of your choice, you're more than welcome to. We're using dried tarragon. If you've got fresh, you can use that as well. If you want to use dried parsley, it's completely up to you. We're just putting you on the flavors.
And giving you options here. South Africa, if you've missed it again, if you would like to check out the full ingredients list for our recipe and get your hands on it, please do head over to our Afternoon Express website. And Tumi and Chef Anele have come together and detailed every single step to be making this.
Yeah, so on the side over here, Sisanda is going to grate up some onion for us because we also need that for our Bearnaise sauce, as well as zesting a bit of lemon juice, or rather getting us some lemon juice and chopping up a little bit of garlic. All of that is going to go into our Bearnaise sauce that we're going to toss beautifully over our lamb. But that will show you later how to make the lamb. For now, let's get... I'm so glad you're using that, Anele. I'm so glad you're using that because most people don't even know what that is. Do you want to maybe school us a bit?
This is a herb cutter. You can buy that in any shops, and what it does, it just moves around easily. So normally you've got your knife like this.
Yes.
But this herb cutter does it for you. So you just move your hands and it cuts it small. But Tooms, I want to talk about your Bearnaise sauce.
Yes, Mama.
People that don't know tarragon, I love tarragon. It's got such a distinguished taste. Like, it is just beautiful. And I won't use any herb. I'll always use tarragon. But you can't buy fresh tarragon, actually. It's very difficult to find.
It's very hard to
get
find.
the dried one. Just get yourself a thingy of it, and it's going to last you for years.
Yeah, because it basically does the exact same thing. The flavors are there. Yes, they're a little less pungent as you would with fresh tarragon, but I mean, it all gives you that flavor anyway, you know?
But a Bearnaise sauce is very daunting to me. So you're going to have to take this step by step because it can curdle, isn't it?
It definitely can. So I'm doing it a little differently here. So I've got my butter that's been melting in here, and in there, I've just added my cream.
Really?
All right? Because I want that to heat up. So what my trick is when I do a hollandaise sauce or a Bearnaise sauce is I want the liquid, or rather the butter, to be nice and hot so that when I add it into the eggs, it doesn't curdle, but it cooks it quickly. That's when it thickens up. So now I'm going to ask you for that juice.
Making me cry. My mother always says, bring me an onion that makes you laugh then.
Can I ask you then, while you do that, just pour some of that onion in there for us so that we can stop this poor girl from crying, because we're not trying to bring... All the tears we want are the tears of joy, guys.
I mean, Sisanda, is that how you grew your love for cooking, being with your mom in the kitchen?
My dad loves cooking. I think I got this from him. I love the kitchen because of him. He'd made the best samp.
Oh, you must come back and show us immediately.
Demo.
Now, South Africa, I know Dumi was making a joke earlier about me and the potatoes, but it is true. I love myself a potato. You know, I love potatoes because they're such a versatile ingredient.
True.
I love them mashed. I love them sautéed. I love them whether you put them wedges in the oven. That crispy brown texture. Chips, I think fries for me. A lifetime on the lips. What's it? A moment on the lips, a lifetime on the lips. But I do not mind it because I just love myself a good potato. I do like keeping the skins on my potatoes because that's where the nutrients is. That's where the nourishment is within the vegetable that is the potato. But yeah, I just love it. And also it's economical.
It is very economical. And I think the one thing I've noticed about potatoes is that you can have them in any way and they are still amazing. We fry, we bake, we mash. They are delicious. They are amazing. And then a perfect accompaniment for this dish that we're making because we're also not trying to be too heavy after we've had this meal. We don't want anything like pap that's going to cause us to pass out. Come in, we're still going to have cupcakes, you know? So you want to keep it so semi-light. Yeah.
Give some space for the sweetness.
Yes, girl.
I know you like that. I mean, South Africa, if you're just joining us and you're wondering who is our guest in the kitchen, who are we whipping it up with today? We've got someone who is a pastry chef and knows everything about desserts and is about to school us a little later on. I'm talking about Chef Gina. Thank you so much for joining us because it is coming together of the different minds in the kitchen that makes it truly special.
Definitely. Yeah, I love sugar. I love having other people experience exactly what I have in my mind, in my head. Like I want to put it on a plate so that people also experience. I'm a happy person.
Yeah.
So I know sugar brings out the happy in you. So I'm happy to see happy faces when I deliver.
When you deliver food. And I know that this lamb is going to make us happy too. So Dumi, how is it going there? I see that you're about to now add the elements of your sauce.
Yes, so I've just added into my sauce now. I've got all the ingredients that we mentioned. Obviously, the viewers can get these details on afternoonexpress.co.za. So I've added my tarragon, I've added my lemon juice, I've added my white wine vinegar, and I've also added my tarragon, my lime juice as well into there. So we want this just to thicken up. So I was telling someone that the safest method for me is to do a double boiler. So you can do this sauce here, put it in a double boiler, and then it cooks like you would a custard. But now that I've mixed all my ingredients, I'm putting this back into the pot because now we want it to thicken up nicely and we're going to spread it nicely over our sauce.
So it's on a low heat too.
On a low heat.
Otherwise, it's definitely the eggs are going to
curdle. And we don't want that. And already there's lime juice in there, lemon juice in there, and there's white wine vinegar. So that already, that acid, you're going to do something to it. It's going to cook it. So we're trying to make sure that doesn't happen. So I've just got it on low heat, and I'm just going to keep whisking it until it thickens to the consistency we want. But then I want to ask you about gremolata there. You're making gremolata, and most people have seen you make gremolata. What's the difference between gremolata and these other green sauces? I mean,
so gremolata is like a green sauce made normally with parsley. It's not a sauce. It's more like a herby consistency of its fresh parsley, grated or chopped parsley, some lemon juice, some lemon grind, and some garlic.
Okay.
And what it does, you serve it over like veggies or anything like that, and it just brightens the whole dish. Or even over a salad, it is just delicious. And then if you look at chimichurri or something like that, that's normally served with meat, and there's oil and some vinegar to it.
Okay.
To me, but I want to know about that Bearnaise sauce. I want to taste that. I've never seen it made so easy. Because normally I put the vinegar and the tarragon in a pan, and I reduce it, and then I put the butter and the egg, the difficult way.
So if you can see here, I've already added my onions in there, my grated onions that we had. So it's nicely thickened up, and this is going to go perfectly on top of our lamb that we're going to make a little later. So this is it now. This is the sauce. It's nice and thickened. It's nice and come together, so I can actually turn this down now. And it basically, if it wasn't for the onions there, the texture of the onion, it would basically look like a custard. But this is basically done. It's ready for our next element now.
I love that. South Africa, if you're cooking side by side with us, I hope you did go onto our website to get all the details that you need to make this delicious meal. This is a meal for entertaining. This is a meal for all your guests to be in complete awe, be speechless as to what you can whip up in the kitchen. We are part 1, Tumi, and in part 2, what are the elements that we're going to be needing?
So in part 2, we're going to be filling up our lamb. So he's going to make a nice lamb roulade. I was saying earlier, basically, lamb roulade is like a savory Swiss roll. It's just with meat.
Isn't it just?
I love that.
Explain it.
It is, yeah. And so you just roll it up, put in all the elements, and that's basically it.
Voila, all of that coming up.